So welcome aboard. Here we are for a new save. Strasbourg hire Consul Gaffer as their new manager in the French league. And the reason for bringing Strasbourg into it, quite simply, in France. And the reason we've got Strasbourg is because they've got a decent enough squad of young talent, and they're affiliated with Chelsea, who financial benefits for both teams. We've got Chelsea can send players on loan to us. Chelsea have got first option, and the partnership is a long-term deal. And of course, the clubs share scouting knowledge with one another. If we look at our squad, we've got a lot of good talent in this squad already on the books. Emmanuel Amenga, one I keep talking about, one that I've had just about in every single save. I'm going to have him early doors for the first time. And then he's going to go to Chelsea in the summer for £26 million, I believe. Along with that, we've got some other really, really talented young players on the books. If we go to club site and you look at, we've got 11 players currently out on loan. Ryan Messi being one of them, not far from first team level. Good solid stats. Good name as well. 18 years old French midfielder. We've also got Oscar Pera, 19 years old left midfielder as well, Colombian. He's out on loan. Also, again, decent enough stats, but I'm pretty sure he will improve. Rabi Zingula, he's on loan at Nuremberg. Now, he does look like a solid, promising midfielder. Natural fitness of 17. He gets forward. He's prime for a box-to-box midfield player. Aggression 17. Mentals at 19 years old. He could be one to look for in the future. He's out loan until the end of the season, apparently with an optional future fee of £3.5 million, which hopefully does not come to fruition, as I think he looks like a solid player who we could bring in back. We've then got Pape Demba Diop, another solid midfield player on loan, 21 years old, Senegalese international. He's got one cap, good physicals, good mentals, decent technicals already, but he's out on loan, so we'll have a look at him when he comes back. Milos Lukovic, he's at loan at Preston, 19 years old Serbian striker. I think he's got massive room to improve. His mentals are all good, just his position is at 9, but I'm sure that'll improve. Technique 12, finishing and composure okay, but he's at Preston for the season, so we'll see how he gets on. Also got Papa Diong, 19 years old again, Senegalese, he's got one cap. Again, 6'4", defensive midfielder. Probably you could turn him into a centre back if you wanted to, but 6'4" centre midfielder, good mental attributes, decent enough physical so far, but he's only 19 and he will improve, I'm pretty sure. Then Abkar Silla on loan as well. He's injured at the moment, the defender. Going to be out for 4 to 6 months while he's out on loan. But again, somebody 6'2" who could probably do a job. He's only 22 years old. Again, if you look at his mentals, aggression 18, bravery 16, 17 leadership. He's somebody who could quite happily come back in next season and fit in well, along with some good physical attributes, pace, acceleration, and a good height as well. And Sekou Mara as well on loan, 23-year-old striker. Again, decent enough stats here. So we'll just see how he performs as well as the season goes on. And Seydou Sow, defender again, central. He's going to be out for 5 to 6 months. He's got an ACL. So he's out on loan, so he's probably not going to play until after Christmas. Not as good technically, but decent enough physicals and mentals again. We'll just see how he does when he comes back from his injury. Samula Koulibaly is on loan at Brest, central defender, 21 years old. I really like the look of him. Hopefully that is just a loan. Yes, no loan add-ons there. He's got a contract with us until 2029. I think he's really had a good upgrade since the latest update, or the transfer window update, for being on loan at Brest. 6'3". To be honest with you, I would probably call him back now if I could, but currently can't. 6'3", 21 years old, French player, £34 million he is worth. I will really be looking forward to him coming back next season. And last, Yoni Gomez, another central defender on loan. Not as good technical wise, mental wise, or physical wise, but again, one who could improve with game time. So recruitment wise, we have signed, like me, since I've came in to this team, I have signed 2 players from Celtic, one being Yang on loan. I think we needed another wee winger in there. So we've got Yang, and I think he can do pretty well for us. Stats not brilliant, but I'm interested to see how Yang will do playing, and we've signed Rio Hatate for a midfielder as well. Cheap. We didn't only had £5 million or so to spend, and Rio Hatate was on the transfer window, and we managed to get him for £3.6 million. So I feel he might do a job for us this season. And that's everybody. We've not sold anybody, we've not signed anybody else so far. It's just been the transfers in and out of what has happened through the season so far. As you look at squad-wise, we have got a few injuries. So Yulia Enciso is out. So he was signed for big money from Brighton for £16 million, and he is going to be out as he has torn knee ligaments. So he's going to be out between 6 weeks and 3 months. So, but he's a very talented player. I'm looking forward to getting him back into the team. We've also got Ben Chilwell. Chilwell is out injured, but he's not far away from being fit. 3 days. Gassim Yassin, who had an Dagenham Redbridge save, turned out to be a very good player. He is out injured also, and he'll be out for a couple of days too. And we have Joaquin Pancinelli. He looks to be a very good striker, and I'm very happy I've got him. 6'3". He's going to dovetail well, I feel, with Amenga, and with a view to taking over from Amenga next season when he goes to Chelsea. So, but he's injured at the moment. He is going to be out for 4 weeks or so with ankle ligament injuries. So, in terms of, if we go into the calendar, we've got first game of the season coming up against Metz, followed by a game against Midtjylland in the Conference League, both away from home. First game of the season against Metz, and the first qualifying round playoff path against Midtjylland away from home. So the plan is to play both of these games in this episode and then take it from there. Probably the plan is to play the Metz game, play Midtjylland, the 2 legs of Midtjylland, and then take it from there after that, as we want to try and get into the Conference League and try and make a good fist of it, because I think we've got a good enough squad of players to make a good fist of this game. So if we get into the tactics for the game against Metz, I'm going to change things up a little bit here, and I'm going to play a custom tiki-taka with a 3 at the back, 2 wide centre backs. Hogsberg is a wing back, Moriera wing back at the moment. He is a left winger by trade, but because Chilwell is out injured, he will come in at the moment and play in that position. Nanasi, he is going to start on the left of midfield, Swedish international. And we're going to give Yang a game on the right of attacking midfielder for the first game of the season to see how he gets on there. So far, he's played one game and he's got 3 assists in a friendly match. So good on Yang. And then the big man, Emmanuel Amenga, who is just going to play most of the weeks. Middle of the park, we've got Rio Hatate playing that channel midfield role, who was going to get forward into the channels and try and break the lines. And Barco in midfield, 21 years old. He can play with left wing back as well, pretty comfortably, but I'm going to play him in midfield at the moment and see how he gets on there. Again, £48 million he's worth. There's every likelihood he could be a next big superstar to go, but at the moment he's in the team and he will start in the team for us. So that's the team in possession. We're going with it's a kind of 5-2-2-1 formation, or a 5-2-3 formation with Nanasi, Hatate, Yang and Amenga playing up there. So out of possession, we are going with a 4-1-2. Yeah, a 4-3-2-1 formation. Sorry, out of possession, we're going with a 4-3-3 formation with Nanasi and Yang on the wings, Amenga staying up front, all his own again, with Hatate and Barco playing that role, with Mwanga, instead of being in the defensive midfield player, he will step up into midfield. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see how we get on. We've had no bad results in pre-season. So let us have a go against Metz in the first game of the French league season. It might be a spectacular fail of this formation, but we're going to try it and see what happens. We've got a very tough Conference League game through the week against Midtjylland, so hopefully a positive result can set us up nicely for that match. Barco with the ball to Hatate. Nanasi through, but it goes through to Fisher and goals. And so far we've had all the possession in this game. I think we've had about 80% possession as the ball gets thrown out. Hogsberg to Yang. Yang now goes past his man. Good skill by Yang. He's in the penalty area. Can I get the ball across? He goes for goal. And it will be a corner. Barco will take the corner. Delivered. Back post. Good defending. And it's cleared away and it'll be a throw in on the far side. Moreira will take. Gives it to Rio Hatate. Hatate again. Good tackle. Ball played in. Long ball switched, but Moreira picks it up well, and he's going to drive. Gives it to Nanasi. Gives the ball down the wing to Moreira. Plays the ball across. And there he is, the big man. Just give him chances and he will score. He's done it in every single save that I've had when I've had him. And he's done it again. Emmanuel Amenga. What a player. Good play out wide by Nanasi and Moreira. And Moreira, who is a winger by trade, playing at left wing back, gets the ball across. And Amenga tucks it away. It's 1-0. Good play again out wide by Nanasi. Into the box it goes. Headed out. Hein is looking for it, but Hogsberg takes it. Barco. Good ball now. To Moreira again. Down the line. Checks back, looking for some options. Gives the ball to Hatate. Moreira into the box. Nanasi! I think it's an own goal. It looks like they're giving it to Yegbe. We've got the last touch. But that's 2-0 from Strasbourg. Very good football. Moreira, again getting to the byline. Gives it to Hatate, back to Moreira. Lovely ball in. Nanasi, first time, yep. I think it might have been going wide, but it's 2-0. What a first 26 minutes. Nearly 35 gone now. And Strasbourg have it again. Takuri with the ball. Gives it to Barco. To Yang. Back to Takuri. Gives it back to Yang. Good ball again, Hogsberg. Looking inside. Great pass. Amenga! 3-0. What a pass by Lucas Hogsberg. And Emmanuel Amenga tucking the ball into the top corner. And it's another one. Good football again. Barco, Hatate, Yang, lovely little touch. And Amenga getting his hat trick. And that is 4-0. We're into stoppage time in this first half. Corner. And Fisher takes that one easily. Long ball forward. Hogsberg wins the ball. Barco down the line to Yang. Yang again looking for Amenga. Great pass again. Amenga's in again. The flag's up though. VAR's going to check this. And it is offside this time. Again, great running from Amenga. Good vision from Yang. And yes, he's a good couple of yards offside there. And it stays 4-0 to Strasbourg. And that is half time. And what a first half from Strasbourg there. 68% possession, 11 shots, 5 on target, 2.13 xG. Passes complete have been 93. Moreira with an assist for Amenga, then Hogsberg, and then Yang. Really happy with that, and Amenga with a hat trick. Fantastic. So let us go into the second half, as I don't think we're going to change anything. I'm going to go pleased. Don't think we'll change anything for the second half. We will keep everybody as is. Yes, we'll keep that there. Fofana maybe come on for Amenga in a little bit of time, but we'll keep it as it is for now, and we will go second half as we are underway here. As Mets have been absolutely battered in this first half. 4 down. We're 64th minute, nothing really happening, so we will make a couple of changes. Fofana is going to come on for Amenga, who's got a hat trick. There's no need to push it. We will take off Nanasi for Godo. Dewey will come in for Hogsberg, even though he's been outstanding. And El Murabet will come on for Real Hatate. We'll leave it at that for now. Just come off the positivity a wee bit, just go back to balanced. And a kind of non-event in the second half. We just coasted in the second half, kept the ball, didn't create too many more chances, didn't concede a goal. So we're absolutely delighted with that. And the first game of the season against FC Metz, we have absolutely battered them by 4 goals to 0. And Emmanuel Amenga hat-trick. What a start to the season. So FC Midtjylland next up in the Conference League, and they are a very good side. They are a good side. Francolinho is a very, very good player. £23 million unknown. He's somebody who could be really top player. He's very good in real life, and he's good in this game as well. They've got some good, strong players in the team. Paulinho being another half-decent player for them, although he's 30 years old now. 18 years old, Lucas Loss, Brazilian. Not that good, to be fair. I would really hope that we could beat them. I really hope that we could get a result against them. Let me give him Mads Beck Sorensen, good central defender. So yeah, they've got some good players. They have got some good players, but I would hope that we could get a result against them in the Conference League qualifier, which we'll play next. So here we are. We are on the eve of the game against FC Midtjylland away from home. And what have we got? Anybody come back yet? The goalkeeper Johnson is back. Pancinelli is still out. We'll bring Johnson back on the bench. Chilwell will come on the bench as well. Or do we bring Chilwell in to the left back position and push Moreira further forward? Yeah, I think we do that. I think we will do that for this game. Lewis is injured also, so he will need to come out of the team. And yeah, I think that will be us. I think that will do us. Takuri is wanted. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Hogsberg will play Takuri, Wanga and Anselminho. Chilwell, Hatate, Barco, Yang again will continue. Moreira and Emmanuel Amenga with a half-decent bench. Yassine is back fit, so he can come back onto the bench as well. So there we go. FC Midtjylland Conference League playoff path. First leg away from home. A 4-0 victory will do us again if we can do that. But let's go and find out. So here we are, Midtjylland at home against Strasbourg in the UEFA Conference League qualifiers. I'd love to get into the group stages, try and progress in this tournament. I think it's something we possibly could win, or maybe get to the latter stages. But I don't want to say anything too much because it is a qualifier and anything could happen. And we are underway here. Midtjylland against Strasbourg. As we get the ball in and just go forward. Well up, Pedersen gets the ball. Good skill there. Plays the ball forward. It's a big chance, and Junior Brumado scores here in the first 30 seconds. We will check it. But the goal is good, and after 30 seconds, we find ourselves behind. Yeah, he's onside by a mile. And this is a huge blow after 30 seconds. Coutinho gives the ball to Pedersen. Again looking long. Keeper should take that. We're nearly at the half-hour mark. Not really been able to build much in this game at all, but it's a poor pass. Into the box, it goes! For the billing, it's a 2-0. And this one is offside. Don't know if we're going to have to change something. I think something is not working here. We're really struggling. Yeah, he was offside. He's offside, a good foot offside. Stays at 1-0 for now. But we may have to change something. Back to Kure. Trying to be a bit more patient. Chilwell down the ball to Moreira. Beats his man, and that could be a penalty. It looked right on the line. And it is no penalty, it's a free kick right on the line. And Jensen has been booked. And that is half time. And it has been a struggle for the most part. But we've fought our way back possession wise, and we've slowly tried to get ourselves into the game. But it stays 1-0. Disappointed. Is there anything we can do to change it? Joel's struggling a wee bit. Let's do it. Let's bring Moreira back there. He done well in that game. And bring Nanasi back in. We'll swap those two again there. And see what we can do with that coming into the second half. As we are underway again. Hopefully we don't concede for 30 seconds. Well, played 63 minutes, time for a change. Mayo is going to come on for Yang. Dewey is coming on for Holzberg. And I think that'll do us for now. Do we bring on? And we're back to real attacking as well. Barco now. Amayo with the ball now, driving forward. Back it goes to Barco. Inside to Murvet. Moreira now. Inside to Nanasi. Nanasi again. He'll get it. Head to the ball to Barco. There's a goal from distance. What a save. What a save that is. Given away though, Billing. Over the top link for Linson. Good defending though, but it'll come back to Pedersen. Good tackle from Dewey. Now, what can he do? Barco. Again. Oh, long ball over the top wing for Emmanuel Amenga. Has he timed his run to perfection? He has! And he scored! And it's 1-1. That is magnificent for Emmanuel Amenga. It's a lovely ball over the top. I think it was Barco. That was Emio with a ball over the top. Ramenga, what a first touch. He's got the skill, he's got the pace, and you bet he's got the composure. That's a fantastic finish into the corner. 1-1. Free kick now with Barco to take. 81 minutes on the clock. Up over the wall, let's hit the post. It stays 1-1. And that is full time in this match. And after an absolute battering in the first half, or the first part of the first half, we come back out and we give Midtjylland a real good going over as well. They had a better XG, but that was early on in the game. Possession and shots, we had more, and shots on target. The second half was much better from us, and another fantastic finish by Emmanuel Omega. What a very good goal that was. And Amo with a lovely ball over the top as well. So 1-1 away from home. We'll take it with Midtjylland to come back to our ground next week. Pleased to get the 1-1 draw, especially after the first half that we had. So we'll take it, and what have we got next? We have got Nantes at home, followed by Midtjylland at home. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly come back for the Midtjylland game, and we'll give an update on what happened against Nantes. So we'll see you in a minute or two. So we're back here, and we have just played the home game, Strasbourg against Nantes, and we have managed to sneak a 3-2 victory. Again, Emmanuel Menga with a double. That's 6 goals in 3 games so far this season. And Fofana with a goal in the 94th minute to give us the 3 points and a good victory again. Again, we dominant defensively. Maybe could be doing it a little bit better, but that's because we're being positive quite a bit. I might just go back to balanced, and I think that made a help, especially in the second half against Midtjylland. So yeah, good victory against Nantes. Now it's time to move on to the second leg against FC Midtjylland. For the second leg here against Midtjylland, and I think what we'll maybe do is Chilwell will come back in. And we'll play inside wing back. We'll play wing back. Nanasi will start. And we'll maybe bring in, just to start, give Fofana a game out wide. Can he play in there? Yes, he can. We don't really need him to play in there at the moment, though. Yeah, I think that's what we'll try in this second leg, and we'll not go pure positive, we'll go balanced. And we'll take it from there for the second leg. And we are off here in this second leg. Strasbourg Midtjylland. It's a corner again for Midtjylland, which Rog will take again. Deliver. Headed away. Billing picks it up. Back to Rog. Big chance across. And netting. There's another corner. Wanga. Bakure. De Barco. Inside to Fofana. To Hatate. Good football. Nanasi. De Barco. Good ball to Menga. Good football. Fofana. What can he do? Beats his man. Fofana to the penalty area. Shot over the bar. Junior Bernardo, well won from Wanga. And Chilwell gets it again now. Back it goes to Chilwell. Long ball over the top. Looking for the pace of Amenga. That's a fabulous first touch. And you want to put your money on him scoring that. Just wide. And that is half time here. At home, Strasbourg 0, Michelin 0, 1-1 still on aggregate. Still disappointed with that. Let's have a go at that. Barco, Moreira, Goto's there, Dewey's there. Tati's struggling a wee bit, so what we're going to do is Moreira's going to come on for Tati and Manassi's going to play in the midfield role. He can play there and he will play as an advanced playmaker. Manga is going to come in here and play deep in possession, and out of possession will drop into a 4. Moreira is going there for Manassi. Let us go with that. It's Michelin with the ball again. 58th minute on the clock. Still 0-0. Michelin with the ball. Given away. Amenga picks it up well. Fofana. Nanasi. To Chilwell. To Amenga. Good play. Fofana could be in here. Oh, big chance. And stays 0-0. Michelin have it again. Again. Beats his man easy. He's into the penalty again. Just wide. Moreira has the ball for Strasbourg. Back it goes to Curie. Barco. To Curie. Barco. Trying to be patient here. To Curie. Barco again. Mwanga. Ball over to Fofana. Brings it down. Gets the ball to the box. Moreira brings it down again. Chance. It's off the post. He's got to cut that back. Got about 30 odd seconds left to play of time here. Paulinho smacks it away. Picked up by Mwanga. Barco. Matara inside to Moreira, back to Chilwell, but Junior Bramado brings it and he's a counter-attack now for Michelin. Chilwell wins it back, and I think that will be that for this game. And that is full time as we go into extra time here. Wanga's been playing okay, that's okay, Hogsberg. Dewey's going to come back, we're just going to go back in here and play 4 at the back. Wanga's going to sit. Tara's going to push forward. Sorry. Otara's going to push forward when we're in possession. And we'll go for that for now. Back underway here. In the first half of extra time. 1-1 on aggregate still. Barco with the corner now. 93rd minute. Into the box at goal. Dewey's header! And Dewey has scored! It's a goal in the 93rd minute here to break the deadlock. Barco with a lovely little ball into the box. Keeper came, never getting there. And Dewey just had to hit the target, and he has. The substitute scores. It's 1-0 Strasbourg. With the long ball into the box. Headed out. Back to Mbabu. Clip back post. Galinho! And the flag has went up, but I think he is onside. And that looks like 1-1. No, it is offside. Thank goodness for that. There it goes. We've got a minute of stoppage time to be played here in this first half of extra time. Chilwell with it. Mwanga. Barco. All the way across to Dewey. Gives the ball to Fofana. Good play. Dewey now. We've got a last chance in this first half. Into Fofana. Plays it across. And we've got to put that across goal. That is half time though. And it stays 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. As we get the second half of extra time underway. Barco now again. Inside to Atara. Mwanga. Takuri. Dewey now with the ball. Gives it to Fofana. Good play now. Mwanga. Fofana. Dewey. Keeping the ball. Back to Mwanga. Chilwell. Away to Moreira. Good skill. He's past his man. He's in the box. Can he finish it? Yeah! Diego Moreira. It's 2-0. And that should be that. Good patient build-up. Football in the middle of the park. And then the switch is on. Chilwell to Moreira. Drags his man in. He's past Mbabu before he knows it. He's in the box. And this time he keeps his shot down. Rifles it in the top corner. 2-0 on the night. 3-1 on aggregate. Come on, Strasbourg. Yang's going to come on for a Menga, and Fofana's going to push up front, and they're going to bring Barco off. Tara's going to come back here, and they're just going to chill the beans. The last part of this game. Galinho delivers for Galinho! Off the bar, and over. We've got a minute of injury time, and there it goes. We got there in the end. Normal time was not really very pretty at all, but extra time I think we were the stronger team. Boss possession, more on target, a better XG, and a 2-0 win. 3-1 on aggregate. We'll take that all day long. Pleased. And Strasbourg received £2.5 million for qualifying for the UEFA Conference League phase, and that is brilliant. Really, really good. Absolutely delighted with that. So we're in the Conference League, and teams like Fiorentina and Dundee United have made it. Aberdeen are there as well. So yeah, some decent teams. Some decent teams in there. So fixtures we've got in the Conference League group stages. We will have Besiktas, Rijeka, Sigma. We've got FC Milsami. We've also got Fiorentina. That'll be a big game. And Chernomor in December. Yeah, that'll be the last one. So some decent games in there. Some very decent games in there. But anyway, that'll do us for this episode, the first episode for the Strasbourg Save. And it's been quite an eventful episode. We have played Metz at home, away from home, and we managed to beat them by 4-0. Hat-trick from Amenga. We then went to Midtjylland and drew 1-1. Wasn't the best performances, but we got the job done with a 1-1 draw. Emmanuel Amenga with the equaliser. Then we played FC Nantes and we won by 3-2. Double for Amenga and a Fofana goal in the 94th minute to give us the win. And then an extra time win against Midtjylland, 2-0. Dewey and Moreira doing the business in extra time to give us a 3-1 aggregate victory. So that will do us for this first episode. And we will see you next time on this Strasbourg Save. And we can see what we're going to do in the Conference League and a bit of an unknown in the league. I'm not sure where we're going to finish, but I know we've got a good young squad here that we're going to try and push on as far up the table as we possibly can. So thanks, and we'll see you in the next episode.